Hi everyone, I hope that you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. And hello, if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet on clicking on subscribe below in red. And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Charlotte. I am a medium channel. I channel messages indirect to provide you some help and guidance. So we're gonna see what's coming. I just want to tell you, please remember this is general, so just take what resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, that means this message is not for you. Also remember this is timeless, so if you see this in a couple months or a couple years, that means you are going to the same energy at the time. Okay, so I'm going to center myself and we're going to see the messages coming for us. Yeah, so there's a lot of chaos, a lot of retention as far as the energy goes right now for a lot of people. That can be manifested as body pain, body aches, really things about your body, physical body that's hurting. It can be like your neck, your back, your legs, anything really. It's just that energy is manifesting out to be removed, to be eliminated. So just be aware of that. That's going to continue for up to mid-June, about mid-June. So this is part of that cleansing process. Now you can also have manifestation of old behaviors, old fears, all those things that are kind of manifesting around you. That's also to be removed. It's for you to kind of like acknowledge it, and it's those energy are coming from inside of you. They're actually kind of like your shadow parts that are inside of you that are coming out to the surface, to be acknowledged, to be recognized, to be forgiven, to really let them go. And this is very important process, and it needs to happen because there's a lot of for a lot of people, there's a lot of dark parts, dark side, shadow part that are in you that you don't even know it's there, and it's affecting some of your everyday behavior, and you really have to put the light. So what's going on right now, it's like the spirit guides are like kind of like shining a spotlight on those shadow parts of those dark spots that needs to be really put into light, so you can take full consciousness of it to kind of get rid of it. So that can manifest about your everyday life, in your surroundings, in the things around you, by like things that you don't want, or you fear, or you have a fear of, are kind of like gonna manifest. So you can finally have it in front of you and face it and be like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. I recognize that fear or that thing that was holding me back, and now I acknowledge it, I face it, I understand it, and I can move on. The energy is really moving really quick right now. It's really accelerating for us to kind of make that jump. So it's kind of like we're moving forward really quick. It's really accelerating as far as that, so it can manifest even more. And some people can be like, what is going on in my life? And all those things are happening, but it's because we are going through that process to learn and grow in an acceleration part. It's like a quick learning phase. Okay, we have to learn so much in a very quick time, so it can seem like a lot for a lot of people. Yeah, and this is a very important process to prepare us for the new energy coming from that is very, very strong, positive, golden energy that could come in from mid-June to end of June, and it's gonna be extremely necessary and positive, but we have to make room for it to get that. So this is like part of that removal phase we are going through. Yeah, so there's a lot of emotional things coming out for a lot of people. It can be very chaotic right now as far as the energy. Like it's like they don't have time to sleep. A lot of insomnia for people. They're thinking a lot, thinking too much. A lot of chaos as far as the emotional goes. Can be very, very upset. crying one day, then happy, then very mad, and it's really part of that cleansing process. So that energy is kind of like going through us like that. It's like we're being shaked, we're being moved, really. So really to move things, to make things move, okay? We're in that energy of going, moving, creating things. It's very accelerated. So yeah, so just let that go through you. Don't try to hold to it, okay? Don't try to overthink it either. Just leave it, leave what's going on, leave those energy, and just let them go through you. Yeah, so if you feel very angry, just let that come out, and then you feel better, and it's just gonna go away. Because if you're holding on it, you're holding it back, it's gonna accumulate in you, and it's gonna recreate a block. So be aware of that, okay? It's gonna be a lot of energy accumulating, so you just have to let it go. Do not use that as an excuse to be more angry than the energy brings, or add more fire to it, okay? Just let that go, and don't make it worse than it is, but just let it go through you so it can be removed. It's kind of like it's going through you to cleanse everything, so let that do. So some people actually gonna think like, oh, it's really weird right now, like they could be crying, and 5 minutes later they could be laughing, and it's a very extreme emotions like that, and that's normal. That's for those energies going on right now. Yeah, so it's kind of like the river also. There's a lot of things that we're holding back, or trying to keep control, holding back on all behaviors, or all habits, all life, our old self also. Like people are holding on their old self, because that's something that reassures them, that they know, that makes them feel safe, because it's old patterns that they know. Now we have to really let that go and jump into the unknown. It's going to be very important. It's kind of like a rebirth phase. It's kind of like the phoenix, and that's like dying, and then it's going to reburn new, okay? So it's very important right now. We're in that phase where we have to let go the old self, and that old life that was really connected to that 3D world, because we have evolved so much, but we need to kind of have that moment where we can face all those old behaviors, those old fears, those old life patterns, etc., to kind of see, oh yeah, that's how I used to be, but I don't feel that way anymore, or that's what I used to do, but I don't feel that way anymore. I've changed so much, and you have to acknowledge it and see that, so you can kind of like let that go and make that little it's like a little death moment, okay? It's kind of like really letting that go away. So you can turn the page and write a new page, okay? This is going to be very important. It's that transition from the 3D, the ego world, the mind controlling world, and all that, and make that transition, say goodbye to that old self, your old self, to go into the new self that is connected more toward the 5D, that's connected to your heart, to your higher self, to all those things, okay? So it's completely transition phase. That's what it's showing. And that's not going to happen overnight. That's really a process, okay? So right now we're in that process of letting go the old self. It's kind of like yeah, it's really like an onion, and you're removing all those old layers before you can have the center, and the center is going to be like the pure part, okay? That's going to be what we want for the 5D. So right now we have to remove all those old layers before we can get there. So that's the process we're going through right now. Yeah, so I hear, don't be discouraged. Some people are kind of like, oh no, I thought I was done. Just don't be discouraged. Just keep moving forward. Just hold in there, because it's going to be really rewarding at the end. There's some difficult things to go through, and it's part of that learning process. Just know everything is happening for you, not against you, to help you grow and to help you move forward. And everything is a learning phase. Okay, so there's also like a lot of control of holding things back, like we say, as far as the old self, the old energy, your old life. A lot of people are trying to hold back to their old way of life, and this is not gonna go anymore. So you really have to learn to be more relaxed about it and kind of like lose the control and let it go. The image is kind of like a river, and there's that flow of water. The flow of water is the flow of energy, and we're making that stop. You know, you're building that little thing of wood to stop the water and hold the water. And what it's going to do, you're trying to control that river, and it's going to accumulate till a point where it's going to be so much flow, so much energy, okay, so much water, it's going to pop it, it's going to explode and go everywhere. So it's going to be a total lose of control then. So you have to be aware of that, okay? You just cannot try to control things that should not be controlled, because it's going to explode at some point. And what it's doing is creating blocks, it's creating resistance, and when you're creating resistance like that, it's recreating those block of energy, okay? You have to let the energy flow. So we're being asked to really learn to let go on different multiple levels of our life. This is really what's going on, and they're showing you again that river. And so you have that person trying to control it, and it's going to pop everywhere at some point. It's going to explode with water everywhere. And then you have another person that just didn't try to control that water and just letting that river flow, and everything is flowing fine, okay? The water is not going everywhere. It's just following the path. It's going fine. It's just, you know, it's just circulating naturally, and everything is perfect naturally. You don't have to do anything. And that's why we're being asked to really learn to be confident and kind of like look and have that step back moment where we can see, I don't need to control those things. It's actually working fine by itself. And you're going to gain a lot of energy back, because you were spending so much energy trying to hold on to those things, okay? You're holding on to that water. You were trying to control the flow, and all those things were led by fear, okay? So once you let go of that, you're going to regain a lot of energy. Your own energy you were spending in those things was being wasted, and now it's going to come back to you, and it's actually going to be meaningful, so you can create positive things moving forward. This is very important. They're also saying that they're showing me another image with the water. I like to use the water because it is a good representation of the energy and the energy flow, and also water is connected to emotions, and this is a lot of energy and emotion going on right now. So the other image is showing that it's kind of like that, again, a river, and you have like that torrent where the water is go very, very fast, and it's really fast, like a full torrent. I think that's the right word in English, but it's going very fast. And then that's where we are right now. But then a little further down, okay, it's gonna go really slow and really soft, and it's gonna be like that very nice little calm river, and it's very quiet and nice. And that change is a change we're going to go through as far as the energy. Right now we're in that chaotic energy where everything is moving very, very fast. There's a lot of movement, there's a lot of chaos, there's a lot of things shaking us up. And then further down the road, okay, which will be after mid-June, this is going to be very calm. It's really going to calm down. It's going to be very soft, very nice and quiet. So just be aware of that, because this is exactly what we're going through. So if you're having a hard time right now, you're not sleeping much, it's moving in every direction, you don't know what's going on, you're being shaken up, just know it's as far as the energy goes, it's no more. It's going until mid-June, and then it's going to be calm again. It's going to be soft. It's going to be more relaxed, okay? Yeah, so they're telling us also to make sure you anchor yourself to the earth, to Gaia, to the nature. Make sure you anchor yourself and take all those roots to the center of the earth, okay? Because it's like us, the planet is like us right now. It's eliminating all those old energy, those past behaviors, those past things that are expired is being manifested on the outside. So it can have a lot of chaos on the outside. You have to connect to the center of it, the earth. Okay, so when you do your roots going in the ground to connect to the earth, connect to the center of the earth, the center of the planet, just see that as a goal center, and that will nourish you. It's really like the same than us. Okay, it's like if we connect into our heart. Okay, you don't want to connect to your mind or your ego, you want to connect to the center, you want to connect to the heart. Okay, so it takes you in the right direction. Well, when you connect to the earth, it's exactly the same. You don't want to connect to some crappy energy that is being really removed. You want to connect to the center of it, to the earth of it, to the heart of the earth. So some people really need to hear that, because they connect, they do the roots, they try to encourage themselves, but they're getting a lot of crappy energy too. You have to really use the center of the planet when you do that. Okay, for some people it'd be very helpful to write down too. It helps you stay anchored. Also, it helps you to stay rooted and really put those roots. Like when you write down, it's kind of like you planting those roots. It's helping your mind to go down. It's helping your energy to go down. It's bringing like more heaviness in here, because a lot of people have a lot in their mind. It's like they're holding all that other world, and they really need to bring it on paper, write it down, so it can circulate, it can go through. It's like that transfer of energy, and then it can make room for you to receive more ideas and more energy. So just make sure you take notes of that. It will help you stay anchored as well and centered. Yeah, a lot of people are actually in that very, very movement, that very strong energy. They're ready to create new things, to put new things in place, to have a new idea. They want to develop new things. They're saying, go for it. This is very, very good. This is very good time. It's just that impulse, that flow that's pushing you forward to put those things in place. It's really like your soul guiding you, so really go for it. Yeah, some people need to take a rest. Some people have been kind of like burning the cord on both ends. Like they've been really like putting on that string like in every direction. They've been really running themselves over and over. Like they like about burnout. They're extremely tired. They're saying, listen to yourself. You know, if you need to really sleep in the middle of the day, take a nap, take a nap. Just get that energy back up. It's very, very strong with the energy right now, the moon and everything going on with the planet. So just take that time. If you need that time, take that time to rest. Don't run yourself crazy either. Just take some time for you. Yeah, so that energy is coming. That's like very, very golden. It's that very strong energy is coming from the heavens, and it's gonna come in mid-June to end of June, and it's gonna nourish us. It's really, I see it. It's almost like it's like that. It's like a healing cream that's gonna go all around us, and we really have to, we don't have to, but we're in that phase of finishing cleaning, cleansing before that comes in. So yeah, so just, you know, just keep moving forward. Just, you know, everything that's happening right now are here to help us learn those things and let all patterns go before we can receive that new energy. And again, that's like mid-June, end of June. So just, you know, hold on tight if you're in the chaos part, because you're really removing all that old stuff so you can receive that energy, and you need to make room to receive that energy. That's going to be really like a bonus. It's really gonna like make you jump, you know, from one level to another. That's That's very, very positive energy I'm seeing. Okay, that's it. So I think that's going to be it for today. Just make sure you know, keep faith and keep moving forward. If it's difficult right now, just know it's normal. It's happening for you, not against you. So you can get rid of that old stuff and be ready for that new positive energy. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and share if you want to, or subscribe, and I will see you in another video. Ciao.